The Burroughs Electric Duplex Calculator easily withstands daily punishment with its cast iron frame, hardened steel gears, and pressed metal casing. Its dual independent storage registers allow accountants and bank tellers to accumulate individual group subtotals while simultaneously accumulating a grand total separately. Dual display windows at the top and bottom of the machine provide results. One of the major competitors of Burroughs is the widely known Comptometer. This machine will add, subtract, multiply, or divide. That is, if you know how to operate it. Operators must be highly trained. Another important type of calculator is the rotary calculator. This rotary calculator is a freedom. Put in your dividend, put in your divisor, press the divide key, and the machine will divide automatically. Rotary calculators are most useful in businesses which require a great deal of multiplying and dividing. Such an automatic machine is useful not only in business, but in such professions as engineering. Another high-speed rotary calculator is the Monroe. This new, fully automatic model will divide automatically, multiply automatically, or divide and multiply at the same time. While it takes time and careful study to master completely a modern calculating machine, the operator should be well repaid by the great speed. The basic principle for machine accounting is the 4-column ledger sheet. This form is merely a modification of the ordinary ledger sheet commonly used in longhand bookkeeping. In ordinary bookkeeping, the name of a customer is written at the top when he buys something on account. The charge is written on the debit or left-hand side of the page. And when he makes a payment on account, it is recorded on the credit side. 45 less 30 leaves a balance of $15 that the customer still owes. The debit and credit columns are also to be found on the 4-column machine accounting form, but 2 more columns have been added. In machine accounting, the customer's name is typewritten at the top. Since Mr. Carter is a new customer, the balance of his account is nothing. The machine copies this balance in the old balance column. The machine now moves to the debit column and prints the date, the invoice number, and the amount of his first charge purchase. The machine now moves to the balance column and prints the balance. The debit and credit columns are also to be found on the 4-column machine accounting form, but 2 more columns have been added. In machine accounting, the customer's name is typewritten at the top. Since Mr. Carter is a new customer, the balance of his account is nothing. The machine copies this balance in the old balance column. The machine now moves to the debit column and prints the date, the invoice number, and the amount of his first charge purchase. The machine now moves to the balance column and prints the balance. When a payment is made on account, the machine picks up this balance in the old balance column. The machine now moves to the credit column, prints the amount of the payment, and subtracts it from the old balance of $45. This leaves a new balance of $15. The machine prints this figure at the bottom of the new balance column. If Mr. Carter buys several more items on account the next day, to this old balance of $15, he would add each of the charges made on that day. If Carter also makes a payment, it would be recorded in the credit column, and the machine would subtract. The new balance would appear in the balance column. Typical of modern bookkeeping machines is the Monroe. The operator inserts the ledger sheet and the customer's monthly statement, separated by carbon paper, into the machine at the same time. He picks up the old balance from the ledger sheet, posts debits or credits from the invoices, and returns both statement and ledger sheet to his file. A record of all transactions for each day is kept on the large journal sheet, which remains in the machine throughout the day. The finished statement shows the number of the invoice, amount of charge, and new balance. The Burroughs bookkeeping machine takes the statement and ledger card side by side. Debits and credits posted to the ledger are automatically copied on the statement. The finished ledger sheet contains the amount of each invoice and the final balance. Identical information is on the statement. The Elliott Fisher is a bookkeeping machine with a typewriter keyboard. The accounting forms are placed under the machine. A foot pedal operates a clamp which holds the several accounting forms, separated by carbons, firmly to the table. The operator adjusts the sheets until these two stars coincide. The type will now fall in exactly the right place on each form. The keys of the typewriter strike downward against the table. Because the forms lie flat on the table and are separated by carbons, this machine will type simultaneously on several forms of different size and shape. These registers on top of the machine keep a record of all numbers as they are typed, adding debits and subtracting credits as required. After a calculation has been made, the operator copies the answer on the typewriter, and the machine will not permit him to copy it wrong. The Burroughs typewriter biller, for a long time, has also been known as the Moon Hopkins. This machine also has a typewriter keyboard. In addition to typing both words and numbers, this machine will also add, subtract, and multiply. The operator types numbers, and the machine will automatically perform all necessary calculations. When the operator strikes these keys, they will not only print, but they will add. When the operator strikes these keys, they will not only print, but they will multiply. All of the multiplications on this finished statement have been done automatically by the machine. King of the automatic accounting machines is the IBM punched card accounting machine. This machine is a card puncher with a typewriter keyboard. As the operator of this machine types, the machine not only prints information at the top of the card, but it punches holes in the card at the same time. These holes are a code for the typewritten letters or numbers above. The position of a hole on the card is different for each letter of the alphabet and for each number. Because of these holes, such cards can be read electronically by another machine. When accounting information has once been punched into a set of cards, this sorting machine will file the cards alphabetically or numerically. Because this machine can pick out automatically any desired card or group of cards, there is no need for journals or ledgers in an accounting system kept by these machines. Instead, the cards are sorted as to the desired accounting classification, and the financial statement is written directly from the cards. These cards are being accurately sorted according to account number at the rate of 400 cards a minute. The sorting machine first reads each card, then puts it in the proper group. The operator can set the machine to sort the cards in any desired order. When the sorting is finished, the cards are removed and taken to the tabulating machine. This machine reads the holes in each card and types up a written report of all information on them. The machine automatically performs any calculations that may be required. Nowhere in the entire IBM machine accounting operation must a human being do anything other than feed cards into the machine and push buttons.